Welcome back to the Everton LR podcast. This is episode 3, and you are once again hosted by Kaden 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀. No guest this week, unfortunately. But obviously, we do have something new for you. We have some announcements to make ahead of LR Radio, which is interesting. Coming up, we will be discussing. So obviously, there was no games on Saturday or Wednesday for the first team, but we do have a preview of Saturday's game and some thoughts from the Sunday semi-final from the LR ladies. Obviously, we'll also be discussing some interesting news and some promotional things from the club, which we are excited to obviously talk about. But that's coming up for you next. First up, obviously, the semi-final from Sunday for the LR ladies. It was an unfortunate 2-3 defeat to Rochdale. Post-match analysis from me. In my opinion, we had a lot of chances that should have been, but unfortunately wasn't. Obviously, Rochdale are a very good team. Then they showed that on Sunday by capitalising on their chances. But it wasn't to say that it was a bad performance by the ladies. Some great goals, one from Mia Woods, one from Hannah 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗏, and some very unpopular referee decisions shown by the LR fans. But obviously we will get into that more. No match highlights as of yet. I'm not sure when Rochdale will be releasing them. Obviously they brought the big guns in on Sunday with the massive camera, but no highlights, so to speak. So obviously the other things they have so far are the sideline angles. Obviously it didn't help the ladies that the momentum was killed from the other Sunday. Obviously, like I said before, no one deserves to be injured on a football pitch, especially the ACL and MCL. But I think that was quite a big factor for us. Obviously, we came into the game with 2-0 down, I think it was, after about half an hour. Second half came in, it was 2-1 before the half time. And Hannah 𝗘𝗽𝗏 obviously got the equaliser, but a late winner by Rochdale sealed the deal and sent them to the final. It's not over yet between the two sides. They will face another 2 times in the next 2 weeks. One away, one at home for the league, which is plenty of time for both teams to get some advantage on the other, to learn about each other. Obviously, LR have lost twice now, one on penalties and one on inside the 90. Obviously, there's been a lesson learnt clearly shown by the manager team. And I have no doubt the ladies will pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get straight back to it for the league. Next up, we will hear the words of 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗏, the assistant manager of the ladies team, following the defeat to Rochdale. That's coming up for you next. A disappointing semi-final exit. What's your assessment?
Just a full frustrating day all round, really. I think coming off the back of last week, the performance that we put out, again, like I said, you never wish injury on anyone. It was an unfortunate end to the game. And the girls just didn't really, the way we started, we didn't carry that through into today. I thought the second half were outstanding. But just one of them days. Rochdale take the chances, congratulations to them making it to the final. Best of luck against Salford. But I think it was fairly obvious to a lot of people here today that the better team was definitely us. But as you say, when you don't take your chances, you get punished, and that's what we did.
Obviously, the team showed great resilience today. How pleasing is it that despite the result they never backed down?
That's what the girls are about. I think there's been a few games this season in the league as well as the cup where we fell behind, but they're a strong group, strong mentally. We'll never back down from anyone, no matter the challenge. We've played teams league above before, so it's one of them days. But regardless of the score, it could have been 4-5, 6-0 to Rochdale, and the girls will never ever back down. We'll give absolutely everything, from starting with Abby at the back, going through to Anna up front. We'll give absolutely everything from start to finish.
And what does this result mean for preparations for your next game against Salford?
Just gives us more. Just gives us more will to win. We've played them twice now, both games being frustrated, losing both, when on another day we wouldn't. So it's more will and more fight for us to go and beat them and put it right and show, why we're at the top of the league and why we're going to compete, and then effectively why, when we become league winners, that we'll go and fight in the league above as well. So, like I said, best of luck to Rochdale in the final. You've earned the right to win today. And going forward, it's massive preparations for us now to right the wrongs of today.
Right, cheers, mate. And that was the assessment of 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗏 from the LR ladies. Obviously, like you said, it's a stepping stone for them. They're going to look for the next 2 results, trying to get something out of that from today. From Sunday. Apologies. But it's big for them to just keep going, keep trying hard, and just keep their heads up high for Sunday. The ladies will be back in action at Crawley Park this Sunday. The venue is subject to change though to the LSV 3G pitches. But if you've got time on your Sunday, come and back the LR ladies and push them help them in their push for promotion this season. Moving on to the next segment, we'll be talking about the first team, who have a Nelson challenge this Saturday at 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀 Park. Obviously, like I said earlier, the Bay Cup game was postponed, unfortunately, due to a waterlogged pitch. But obviously, this kind of league, it happens. It's no one's fault. It's just the weather's the weather, isn't it? But Nelson on Saturday, a previously postponed game again. Obviously, every game has its challenges. You have to be wary of every other team, no matter where they are in the league. Nelson obviously sitting at the bottom of the table at the moment, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be an easy team to play against. New manager, a lot of new players in recent way for them, and I think the reason they are at the bottom of the table is because of a point deduction. But obviously, I don't really keep tabs on them kind of things, so it did seem like I should, but I'm a bit lazy. Obviously, like I said last time when we played at Ashton, the team is full of goals, definitely. They take one bad result and just hit the nail on the head for the next one. They're always looking to get more points, and we are looking to get more fans in the stadium. Obviously, our attendance has been really good this season. It's 35% up from the last season, which is an incredible feat. But we need you to put more than ever now, especially for Saturday and the next two Saturdays, where we are. Well, hold on. They compose myself. Where we are at 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀 Park again, which will be 𝗘𝗽𝗃 and I think Garstang at home. Could be wrong. I probably am wrong actually. But we really need your support. Just coming back the LRs. But moving back to Saturday, it's a crucial game, especially in this late stage of the season. We're trying to get our promotion push. We've still got teams around us that can easily overtake us. So it's definitely not a yawn at this point. It's keep your head in the game, keep focused, and just try and get as many points as you can. And we all know that the team is determined to finish the season off high, especially in the playoff race. I think, like I said last time, all the teams are separated by 2-3 points each, so it should be a very dramatic end to the season. Next, we'll be hearing the words of the gaffer as he previews the game as well. Dave Jones, sponsored by 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀. Here's his preview now. Once again, the manager has been. The interview has been done over the phone, so I'm going to have to read the questions before we let you hear it. So first question, as the game was postponed and you're training on short notice, does this have any effect on preparations for Saturday? 2, how pleased are you with the amount of work the lads have put in over the last few weeks despite having their momentum halted? And 3, we have learned that our fan base is up 35% from last season. How pleased are you with the fan base growth and what does it mean to the team? And here's Dave Jones.
Yeah, mate, with the game being called off, we just got in for training. Nothing too different to what we normally do, is it? It just turns into be a normal week, really. Won't affect anything for Saturday. I think, maybe it's a bit easier because you're not looking at where you are with lads on Thursday, Friday, with knocks from a Wednesday night game, looking ahead to Saturday. So who knows? Obviously, the lads are chomping at the bit and ready to play. Difficult game this weekend, as we know. Nelson they picked up lately. I think the league position is slightly false, really. Got a new manager in the last few months, some new players that have dropped down from the higher league to come and play for Nelson. So we're well aware of how difficult the game's going to be and need to make sure our mindset and our mentality is right on the day. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Looking forward to being back at home and having a game to look forward to at the weekend. Yeah, the lads have been terrific, to be honest. I think, right since the start of the season, they've been absolutely fantastic. I think we've only had 1 or 2 Saturdays off, including training. When the games are off, we train on a Saturday and, there's no dropouts. Everyone's there and it just is a good group. They've all bought in, all bought into everything. They've been fantastic with each other as well. There's been a real sense of togetherness growing throughout the season, and obviously that's paid back in the results as well, like you see in the performances. So I think they can see the benefits of the work and the hard yards they put in as well. So really pleasing, and they've been absolutely fantastic. So no complaints from me on them. Obviously, you look and say the momentum's been halted, yeah, it has, but I think it's been like that since November, hasn't it? We've probably not really had 3 games in a row that have been on all, since November. So what's that, 3-4 months? But the lads have just kept plugging away. They kept training, kept working hard. And like I always say, you can't help the weather. You can't help games getting called off. You just got to be ready when you're called upon. That's what's all part of it. Yeah, we seen that the other day, didn't we? 35% up from last season. I think that's brilliant. I think that's a testament to everyone who worked so hard behind the scenes, off the pitch, at the club as well, and made it such a fantastic, facility. It's so tidy, well kept. Food's brilliant on a match day, so it really is a good environment to go and watch football. And you see that with the attendances increasing, and for us as well. I mean, it's been great. The support's been great. We appreciate it so much. The players and the staff really does make a difference. Being absolutely fantastic, and the message is more of the same, because we need you for them last 3 home games in the season. We really need it to make sure we can try and get ourselves over the line and get ourselves in the playoffs. So them last 3 home games are massive, and them who come every week, thanks, and keep coming, please. And if you can bring down someone with you, bring down someone who's not been before, bring down someone who's not been for a few years, all them types of things, they help. And the lads are giving everything. We said that at the start of the season, no matter what, win, lose or draw, we'll get a side out there that gives absolutely everything, and I'd like to think that we've done that. And that won't change. The lads will continue to give everything right the way to the end of the season. But yeah, being absolutely massive for us, really appreciate it. And like I say, just keep with us till the end and keep backing us, and we'll continue to give everything that we've got for you.
Also to mention, on Saturday there will be a test for the radio commentary. You'll be hosted by me, of course, 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀, in the radio booth. Well, I say booth, it's the back of the stand. But we'll be trying out the new microphone for the LR commentary. Hopefully it's better than last time, rather than crowd noise. It's actually me you can hear. This is the microphone I'm using right now. It doesn't sound amazing on the computer, but it does sound a lot better when I'm in the stand. I've shown that from the previous games, one at Everton Town against 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀. Obviously, tried the microphone out in that one. I didn't do commentary, but I did talk during it, and I could hear myself very clearly, despite there being quite a lot of fans in the stand. But yeah, LR Radio is back, hopefully, and it will be hopefully a bit more consistent coming to the end of the season. Obviously, we've used it twice so far, Darwin and Warrington. One was okay, one was terrible. But obviously new microphone, new me. So let's just hope. Finally, I'd like to mention that for the Hulk game, we are pushing a promotion for any junior team to come in. £20 for the team, and each player gets a free hot dog. Obviously, they can bring their parents to free entry. This goes for any team, anywhere. You could be in, I don't know, Cornwall. I don't know why I'd want to come from Cornwall to spoil that, but it's up to you, you know what I mean. But obviously any team can come down, £20 and a chance to become the team mascot for the day, with the players out, obviously all that. And yeah, we're also holding a promotion with EFL and EPL season tickets. Any season ticket holder can get free entry for the game, as there is no EFL or EPL games that Saturday. With that comes the end of the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me talk for 10 minutes. Well, nearly 10 minutes. Obviously, I've covered all bases, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong though. If not, they will be in the match preview tomorrow. But I hope to see you all at Nelson, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.